if you're a dreamer and do it, back up your dreams. I think a dream is just a suggestion to you. You do to start something else. Do something, whatever. Even if you're on your own job, why you'll dream about different things, and you can always relate it to something in your life and make it better.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.
Harlan Sanders was born in Henryville, Indiana in the year 1890. His father was a very kind and affectionate man, and he worked on their 80-acre farm. Now, Sanders' mother was a very strong Christian woman, and she was also a very strict parent. She would constantly warn her children of the evils of alcohol, tobacco, and whistling on Sundays. One summer afternoon in 1895, Sanders' father came home with a fever and died later that day. At the age of 5, Sanders was forced to look after his siblings, and while cooking for them, he began to learn different recipes to improve the taste of meat and vegetables, and this was where he learned how to cook. At the age of 12, Sanders' mother remarried, and Sanders had a very rocky relationship with his stepfather. In 1903, he dropped out of school in the 7th grade and left the family home to live on a nearby farm. 3 years later, Sanders falsified his birth certificate and he enlisted in the United States Army. A year later, he was honorably discharged. Over the next 15 years, Sanders held many jobs, but was really excited about the opportunity to work in sales for the Michelin Tire Company. However, the plant later closed due to the Great Depression. In 1930, the Shell Oil Company offered Sanders a service station in Corbin, Kentucky. Now, it was rent-free in return for paying them a percentage of the profits. Sanders began to serve chicken dishes and other meals such as country ham and steaks. Now, Sanders was involved in a shootout with a local competitor because Sanders repainted a sign that led traffic towards his location. Now, there was a Shell official visiting with Sanders at the time, and he was hit by a bullet and was killed. And now Sanders' competitor was convicted of murder, eliminating Sanders' only competition. Sanders was given the name of Colonel by the governor of Kentucky. Now, Colonel is a very high title of honor in recognition of an individual's outstanding service to the community and the state. Sanders believed that his Corbin restaurant would remain profitable for many years to come. However, at the age of 65, a new interstate, Interstate 75, dramatically reduced customer traffic. Now, he was only left with a small savings and $105 a month from Social Security. So he decided to begin to franchise his chicken concept. He traveled the U.S. looking for suitable restaurants, often sleeping in the back of his car. When Sanders would visit the restaurants, he offered to cook the chicken, and if workers liked it, they negotiated some sort of franchise rights. He grew the company to 600 locations, but in 1964, Sanders decided to sell the Kentucky Fried Chicken Corporation for $2 million. But he made all of his money touring the country promoting the franchise and filming TV commercials. Colonel Sanders worked his whole life to make things happen and hit one roadblock after the other. When Interstate 75 closed his road at the age of 65, it would have been easy to quit. See, quitting is easy no matter what age you are, and I'm going through this myself. But here's the really cool thing. Even at the age of 65, Sanders didn't quit. He traveled a new road and became a millionaire. And to me, that's finger-licking good. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday.